Well, I'm just going to say a few words that I'm actually speaking to Theo, and I think he's gone to sleep, is he? Could be fairly quiet. These words are addressed, should I not call him Theo, should I? Theodore. Am I all right with Theo? Trips off the tongue a bit better than Theodore, doesn't it? We've got some lovely pictures of him on the screen. I'm going to speak to Theo, but it's okay for the rest of you to listen. In fact, it's probably important that the rest of you listen, because I don't think he'll remember. Well, he might not hear because he's fast on at the moment. My hope is that some of what I will say you'll remember, and you'll be able to tell him from time to time. I want to tell you, Theodore, that you are special and you are unique. Of all the people that have lived on earth since the beginning of time, there is nobody else like you. Now, I realise that there might be some occasions in the middle of the night when your mum and dad might think, thank goodness there aren't any others quite like you. But you are special, and you will always be loved. You will be their special, loved, and unique son. Just think about it. And this applies to everybody. No one has hair that grows quite the way yours does. No one's fingerprints, just look at your fingers. No one's fingerprints are like yours. And just like your fingerprints, your lips have little lines on them. They've little markings, and nobody's lips are quite like yours. They've got those little grooves in the skin. Everyone has a different pattern. So no one's lips are like yours. No one smells like you. And I love the smell of babies 99% of the time. And no one's eyes are just like yours. No one is loved by the same combination of people that you are loved by. No one before, no one after, and no one to come. Theodore, God made you completely unique. And as you grow up, I want you to enjoy being uniquely you, because you will come across a terrible thing called peer pressure. But you don't have to pretend to be like anybody else. You don't have to change, because you are you. You are uniquely you. You weren't meant to be like anyone else. You're created as you, and you are meant to be different from everybody else. And actually, if Theodore didn't exist, there would be a hole in creation, a Theodore-shaped gap in history, something missing from God's plan for humankind. Let me introduce you to somebody else that is special. And we've had a bit of a drama in our house this week, because I have searched high and low for my Winnie the Pooh bear. And this is the best I can do, because I can't find Winnie the Pooh bear. But I found my Winnie the Pooh rug that Rachel made for me. Winnie the Pooh is a rather special bear. Let's put him there. He may well be a bear of very little brain and a bit forgetful, but he is kind and caring, and he is a friend of everyone he meets. What does Pooh Bear love? Honey. He loves honey, and he loves it almost as much as he loves all his friends in Golden Acre Wood. Can we name any of his friends? Eeyore, Piglet, Tigger, the rabbit, Kanga and Roo, and the wise owl. Have I got them all? Any more? Have I missed any? Somebody over there is shouting out lots at me. But one day, Winnie the Pooh decided he wanted to change. He didn't want to be as he was quite. He wanted to increase his appetite. He thought if he did exercise, it would improve his appetite and he could eat more honey. That's when things went a bit wrong. And we're just going to watch a little clip of Winnie the Pooh now. So, Theodore, you don't need to change and be affected by peer pressure. Treasure your uniqueness. It's a gift given only to you. Enjoy it and share it. You are made special and different from everybody else because that's the way that God created you. You are perfect just the way you are. And because you're different from everybody else, you are important. That goes for everybody. Because I know we all sometimes feel as though we're just a number on a computer. We're not regarded as important. But remember, all of you, like Theodore, are important to God. Because God is the one who designed you. There's a psalm in the Bible, one of the old hymns of the Bible. And it says this. It says, "For God formed you. He formed my inward parts. You knitted me together in my mother's womb. I praise you because I am wonderfully made." He is the one that made you and made you different. He is the one that made all of us uniquely different and perfect. Do you know, it's actually fairly recently that scientists discovered how unique and special each of us are. The uniqueness of each individual DNA was discovered by Sir Alec Jeffreys as recently as 1984. To me, that's very recent. I know for some of you it's before you were born. But to me, 1984 is very recent. But God has known your uniqueness all the time. He knows all about you. He knows what you need. He knows what you've done, what you feel, what you think. You are perfect in God's sight, and God loves you all. And he loves you in a way that is just for you. So, Theodore, when you leave here this morning, I hope when you wake from your sleep, by the splash of water in a minute, you will be reminded by the others that God made you special. You're unique, and God loves you, and he has a special interest in you and in what your life will become in the future. Do you know, I think that's something to do with why Jesus wanted the children to come to him. Jesus knew they were all special, they were all loved, they were unique, they weren't tainted by the world around them. And we're told that when we come as children, we realise that we too are all special and unique, and we're loved by God. And just perhaps that might affect how we behave with one another, when we remember that the other person that we're cross with is a uniquely loved child created by God. And that's worth thinking about, and it's worth praying about. So remember, you are special, you are unique, and God loves you just the way you are. Now, as we move to the celebration of baptism, we're going to listen to a piece of music.